Humility, a virtue that, though often overlooked, is essential in our relationship with God and with others. In a world that pushes us to seek recognition, success, and greatness, humility stands as a beacon guiding us toward what truly matters, a broken heart willing to serve. Today we'll talk about humility, not as an abstract concept, but as a path that brings us closer to God. And to understand it, there's no better example than Jesus, who showed us, through his life and actions, what it truly means to be humble. In Philippians 2:5-8, the Apostle Paul reminds us, "Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus, who, being in the form of God, did not consider it robbery to be equal with God, but made himself of no reputation, taking the form of a bondservant and coming in the likeness of men. And being found in appearance as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient to the point of death, even the death of the cross." Jesus, being God, chose to relinquish his glory and take the form of a servant. He did not come to be served, but to serve. He did not come to impose his greatness, but to show that true greatness lies in love, in selflessness, in humbling oneself for the good of others. And what does this mean for us? It means that humility is not merely a passive attitude, but an active decision to put others above ourselves. It is recognizing that before God we are nothing but dust, and that everything we have and are comes from him. But how do we overcome the pride that so often plagues us? Pride is that voice whispering in our ear that we are better than others, that we deserve more, that we don't need anyone. To overcome it, we must cultivate a humble heart, and that begins with prayer and reflection. Ask yourself, am I willing to serve without expecting anything in return? Do I acknowledge my mistakes and ask for forgiveness when I fail? Do I thank God for everything he has given me, even in the midst of difficulties? Humility is not weakness, it is strength. It is the ability to recognize our dependence on God and to value others as he values them. Jesus left us the greatest example of humility, and he calls us to follow him on this path. So today, I invite you to reflect, how can you cultivate a humble heart in your daily life? Perhaps it's by serving someone in need, acknowledging your mistakes, or simply remembering that every good thing in your life comes from God. Humility not only brings us closer to others, it brings us closer to God. And in that closeness, we find the true peace and fulfillment we so deeply desire. Thank you for joining us in this reflection. If this message has touched your heart, don't forget to share it and leave us your comments. Until next time, on The Voice of the Beginning.